If you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. The lie can be maintained only for such time as the state can shield the people from the political, economic, and/or military consequences of the lie. It thus becomes vitally important for the state to use all of its power to repress dissent, for the truth is the mortal enemy of the lie, and thus, by extension, the truth is the greatest enemy of the state. This was given to some Joseph Goebbels or some Nazi guy, and there's some debate about that. Doesn't matter. We see this happening all over the world right now. So, if you tell a truth big enough and keep repeating it, it is infinitely more powerful than the lie. The truth is sustainable. It's regenerative. It will expand by its very nature. So what I have failed to do until now, and this was the big aha moment that hit me this morning at 6 a.m, is I've been making the claim, and backing it up, by the way, that there's one thing stronger than all of the armies of the world, and that is an idea whose time has come, and that the idea is permaculture. Bill Mollison pointed to this truth decades ago when he said, though the problems of our world are increasingly complex, the solutions remain embarrassingly simple. My friends, the one thing that centers me every day is that we have the permaculture science, nature, God, whatever perspective that you want to look at this from, we have the solution to all of the world's biggest problems. And I have failed to inspire you to say it like that. And my invite is that you do. You start sharing with your friends and family the big truth that the solution to all of the world's biggest problems, mass extinction, deforestation, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, world hunger, and tyranny, is when we take the poisons out and we use God's design, nature's design, the permaculture design principles to design life into our landscape. Now, a lot of you, and many of you, have brought up your objections to this truth. You've said, I don't believe it's that simple. I never said it was simple. All right? It's the only freaking way, my friends. When we stand in this knowing. And so my invite to you right now is to debate me if you don't believe this. Tell me how it's not true. When we catalyze a shift in awareness that leads to mass adoption of this truth, we win the war. We win, and the Garden of Eden, a place of abundance everywhere, is our prize. We have no other path to freedom but this. And yes, this path includes other truths, people that are fighting to expose all of the other lies. That's all part of the permaculture piece. That's all part of the design that we are putting out to the world. Where you get stuck is, I just don't know how to do it. That's okay. You don't have to know how to do it. We know how to do it. Join us together when we talk about this big truth every day to as many people as we possibly can, out of joy, out of love, out of service to humanity. We win the war. When we grow food instead of lawns without poisons, and when we demonstrate what it's like to create a beauty and abundance in the Garden of Eden in our yards, there's no reason not to do this. It's time, my friends. And I'm going to do a part 2 right now because that's powerful right there. I feel the life flowing through it. Part 2 coming.